Happy Vlogmas Day 7. Now today is a Sunday, so we're gonna play it light in terms of working today because it is a weekend. But I have a little bit of time before we have our plans today, so just like yesterday, we are part of the AMC Stubbs A-list, so we pay a flat amount and then we get up to 4 movies a week. So we're actually doing 4 movies this week. Shut into 2 days. So today we're watching Hamnet and Five Nights at Freddy's 2. So for about an hour or so before we need to head out. But we're going to first start with the Holo Taco Advent Calendar, and then I think we're just going to work on some tofu turtles. But for those of you who haven't been watching, this is the Holo Taco Advent Calendar. It's only for the first 12 days. And today is day 7. So this is a nail polish brand, and I love them. And I own everything that they release. Ooh. So no idea what this is. Okay, still no idea what this is. So I was thinking we'd get another nail file because it was the same shape as day 1. And this is a brush for whenever you mess up or like get nail polish on your skin. So you dip this in acetone and clean it off that way. So I know so far Vlogmas has not really done anything, but moving forward it should be more challenges and stuff. So like I spun the wheel the other day and got Make It Anchor. I need to add to the wheel Finish Anchor. So that is now a thing on the list. It definitely was a larger project than I expected. But so I don't think we have any plans this week. So the next 5 days we should be spinning a challenge on the wheel. And we are also working on completing all of the restocks that the store needs. But so far both stores are still fully stocked. They don't need anything, so I'm like not feeling pressured to make sure I can restock them. I do know for sure when I am back there on Thursday the 18th, which is a little less than 2 weeks now, they definitely will need a big restock, probably another duffel bag. So maybe I should be focusing more on that, but we're gonna make things interesting with the wheel. So a lot of them are like only crochet with blue, and then we'll figure out what to do with that. So like an easy option is blue axolotls. What else do I make with blue? I mean, I have Stormy Ocean, which is a variegated blue I could make pocket pals with. Like, it's kind of to get me to be creative with the yarn for that one because I have so much yarn and all of my shelves are overflowing. But it also seems to be majority of the yarn in my closet is variegated, if it's not the orange yarn. So also one fun thing is rearrange the room. I have an idea of how I want to rearrange it. I don't know if it'll look nice, but we're gonna try it. So I'm first going to go ahead and clear all of the anchor stuff off of my ottoman here. I have a basket over there. I'm gonna go throw it in so that whenever we land on Finish Anchor, we will finish it. But that guy sure is a beast. For today though, we are going to keep working on our tofu turtle whips. So the hardest part is I have 10 of these pizza shells that I found. One of them I fully finished, but so 9 of them still need pepperonis, which is what I've been procrastinating about, is making the pepperonis, which I think that's what I'm gonna bring to the theater if I remember today to work on those, because that's just a real easy make a magic ring and then close it up and cut it. And I do have this teeny tiny little red, so this is an easy project to take with me. But we're going to set that aside. And then I think we're just going to go ahead and work on heads, because we do need 9 heads. Now, do I need 10 pizza turtles right now? Maybe not 10, but they probably will sell once I bring them to the markets. So we have this whole bucket is whips right now. Majority of it is tofu turtle shells, and then we do have some chick-with frog hats, the frog hat portion, and then a bat made out of posh that I've been working on since October. I don't necessarily think bats are Halloween plushies, so I think it'll be fine to bring those out during not Halloween, but we'll see how that goes. And who knows, maybe store B will want them. I know for sure store A they sell really well at.
Woke up to a snowy morning. The weatherman was kinda right. Canceled caroling and shopping. We'll save it for another night. Now we're chilling by the fire, watching movies on TV. When the world stops all around us with the family. It's on Christmas Eve, awoken by a reindeer. Santa's in the cupboard with the chip dip and the beer. On Christmas Eve, I hear him in the hallway, putting presents by the stair and filling stockings everywhere.
Do you hear what I hear? A sugar plum fairy somewhere in this bedroom. And did you get what I got? Holly's Jollies wasn't waiting up for you.
Were you at Auntie's? Were you at the market? What was going on downstairs on Christmas Eve? Presents by the stair and filling stockings everywhere on Christmas Eve. There's sugar plums in my dreams, gingerbread choo-choo trains, and symphonies of candy canes on Christmas Eve.
Ring it, ring it.
17 zillion elves in my head. Then
I heard wrap up and you'll never
guess what else you'll never guess on Christmas Eve.
woke up to a snowy morning,
awoken by a reindeer.
Santa's in the cupboard with the chip dip and the beer on Christmas Eve.
I hear it in the red room,
Gingerbread choo-choo trains
and symphonies of candy canes on Christmas Eve.
Awoken by a reindeer, Santa's in the cupboard with the chip dip and the beer on Christmas Eve. I heard it in the hallway and never guessed what else.
Sleigh ride, sugar plum dream, great light, waiting on me, nighttime, Santa on feet,
And you'll never
guess what else you'll never guess on Christmas Eve.
presents by the stair and filling stockings everywhere.
is now the day after, but I wanted to again jump back and recap the day. So I was able to finish all 9 of the heads. So we have all of these goodies. So every shell has a head ready to go. And then I did remember to bring a bag to the movies. And actually, well, this is all that's left. This time, instead of having a gap between the movies, we actually were running behind for the second movie. But I did go ahead and crochet some of the pepperonis before the first movie. So I have no idea how many are in here, but it is most definitely not the 45 that I need. So I'm going to go ahead and also add these to our little bag for the pepperoni turtles that are slowly but surely coming along. We're also really close to finishing off this skein. So 2 skeins almost down with the pizza turtles. But we did have some decent sales yesterday, so I will pull that up as well. And surprisingly, Store B is keeping up with Store A. So hopefully this trend can continue and we'll have 2 really good stores for the month of December. But you can see both of my sales goals in the description every day. I'm updating what our sales are at versus what the goal is. So Store A, my goal is to sell 3,000. That is 1,000 more than I typically do. But because I'm better stocked, I'm hoping that that can happen. That one might be more of a delusional goal. And then Store B, I'm hoping to make 400. And I've never made that at that store. If you've been keeping up with my channel, on Thursday it was the first month that we actually profited at that store. And some months we don't even make rent. But with it being what's supposed to be the busiest day of the year, I'm really hoping that it can keep up. But for Store A, we sold 1 rainbow bee for $15, and that has been at the store since June. So I'm glad that finally sold. And then surprisingly, Store B actually did really well. We sold a handful of items. So it actually might be beating Store A. I haven't done the math yet, but it's possibly winning, which has never happened before. But I sold a turquoise jellyfish for $21. I sold a sandy tweed and woodland tweed cat, and I also sold an all gray cat, both of those for $18. And then lastly, a beige tofu turtle for $18. So of everything that sold, I think the only thing really that needs added to our to-do list is that beige tofu turtle. Because the cats are only in the stores right now because I just had some left over from markets. And the jellies, they have so many of different colors. And then that rainbow bee, like I mentioned, has been in the store for 6 months. So we still have quite a bit of things on our to-do list. But don't forget to tune in to tomorrow's Vlogmas. The plan currently is to do another spin the wheel challenge. So we'll see what we end up doing for day 8. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!